What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey, back out with some more of the scary, terrifying, and creepy videos from Wow Earth. The reason why we're looking at Wow Earth is because what is more scarier than, well, I couldn't say necessarily more scary, but what could be scary about Earth? Mother Nature. She definitely has her disasters and definitely scary times, and we're going to be watching 30 natural disasters videos that you need to see. So with that being said, grab a chair, grab some popcorn, your extra pair of pants. It's natural spooky time. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe right now by hitting that white bar icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you guys so very much for that love and support that you guys continuously show on my channel. Hopefully one day we will hit that 100K goal, but I need your guys' help. Also, Wow Earth is on their way to 100,000 subscribers. Go give them some love by subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing. You know the deal. And with that being said, let's get into the video.
Hi everyone.
Oh!
Earth, the lush planet brimming with life, is always calm and serene.
Oh.
Sometimes it takes our breath away with its sheer might. Join Wow Earth to witness the jaw-dropping moments of Mother Nature's fury fully captured on camera.
That water does not look good.
On October 2nd in Hubei, China, a red SUV was cruising down the road.
I was gonna say, is this somebody's foot? But this is a hand.
And all of a sudden, the driver swiftly swerved to the right to avoid a rock suddenly tumbling down the mountainside. He quickly pulled over to calm himself down.
I thought the car got on fire.
Luckily, the car was only slightly damaged, and the driver remained unharmed. The incident was triggered by heavy rainfall, a lack of vegetation, weak rocks, and poor drainage on the hillside. A basketball game in Dagupan City, Pangasinan, Philippines, was suddenly interrupted by the presence of an uninvited guest.
Holy crap.
The roof of the basketball court unexpectedly collapsed.
Ooh.
Some debris also crashed into the gym next door.
Oh, run!
The event left everyone there panicked, quickly scrambling for a safe spot. The cause was determined to be the power of Typhoon Doksuri, which caused the training facility's roof to collapse and damaged some equipment inside.
I've never actually witnessed a hurricane, but I've heard the horror stories. If you have horror stories about a hurricane or any natural disaster you see, please put the stories down below. I love reading them. Not necessarily that I love the disaster that you went through, but I love the, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Thankfully, no one was injured in the incident. However, the gym's representative stated they would close the facility for at least 2 weeks to repair the damaged roof. The Embraer E175 had just landed and was waiting for the storm to pass before heading to the gate. Then, out of nowhere,
an amazing video, though.
Boom!
That one's on video.
A lightning bolt tore through the sky, hitting the plane's tail. Those who were there said it happened so fast, all they heard was a huge bang followed by sparks flying. As soon as the storm weakened, technicians rushed in to assess the damage. Luckily, the Embraer E175 only suffered minor damage, and all passengers on board were safe.
I would not get on that plane, tell you that right now.
On April 28th, as 6 people sat working in the yard, the ground suddenly sank, swallowing a house pillar several feet tall.
I'm telling you, I've heard the horror stories with sinkholes. They're scary, man.
An about 8-foot wide, 16-foot deep sinkhole opened up in the ground.
It could happen right now.
Spotting the sudden danger, the 6 people dashed off immediately. Thankfully, everyone escaped unharmed, with no one falling into the sinkhole.
Whew, how deep is it?
Just moments later, local authorities rushed to the scene to uncover the cause of the incident. Thick snow blanketed the northern highlands of Turkey, transforming the landscape into
Wow,
a magical winter wonderland.
That's pretty.
But this beauty also came with its own set of challenges.
I tell you right now, I've been through some nasty winter snowstorms, and I think, honestly, these ones can get me pretty riled up in terror because you can't see nothing. And you could go over the left, you could go over the right, somebody could smack, like, it's scary.
Challenges.
Plus, you can't stop if you're sliding.
A nearly 1 foot thick layer of snow covered the roads, disrupting traffic in several areas. Tens of flights were canceled or delayed due to the harsh weather conditions. Workers and rescue vehicles were deployed to swiftly restore the roads and ensure public safety. Turkey's meteorological agency reported that the country was being hit by a polar vortex, with temperatures in some provinces potentially plummeting to a chilling -14 degrees Celsius.
Have you been to Minnesota? We've had -40.
This was one of the longest stretches of cold in a decade, and it was predicted to last for about 2 more weeks.
What? We haven't gotten snow like that in a while, but it's
A
coming.
volcanic eruption unexpectedly erupted at the Taman Wildlife Park in Malaysia on September 18th.
Oh.
What made this event truly unique is that it wasn't a typical lava eruption. It was mud.
Mud? That's mud? It looks like concrete. I mean, it looks hot.
The area manager said a group of foreign tourists was exploring the forest when they suddenly heard a massive explosion. Right after that, they saw a forceful surge of liquid mud burst from a crack in the ground.
That's crazy.
The entire event unfolded in just about 10 minutes. The area manager also noted that the mud erupting from beneath the ground was harmless and not hot. It's
Oh.
believed to be rich in minerals, a factor attracting a variety of wildlife to the area.
So elephants are like, woo!
This isn't the first time a mud volcano eruption has occurred here. It also
Probably won't
happened
be the
back in
last.
2014 and 2019.
Yikes.
Last August,
This happened to me when I was in Washington State or Washington DC. We were in a bus and we were on the edge and we could literally see like hundreds of feet down. It was terrifying.
a sudden clash between humans and nature unfolded at the Torre del Paine National Park in Chile. One of the 2
Chile!
tourists said that there had been 2 small avalanches earlier, so they decided to stay at the viewpoint to take photos.
Oh, impresionante. está
Suddenly, a massive wave of snow came crashing down from the mountaintop.
Woo!
It looks like
They were both
Mulan.
stunned and amazed to witness such an incredible sight.
Oy.
Oh, loco.
We were safe in the end, but I have to admit, we were a bit irresponsible, as we did not think about the risks, he said.
Que no llegó la avalancha hasta acá.
The path was buried in snow, covering the tourists' footprints, making it hard for them to find their way back.
Oh. Just use the compass.
Located
Compass
at the
is easy.
crossroads of active seismic fault lines, Turkey is one of the most unique earthquake-prone countries in the world.
Oh, look at the glass.
On October 16th, a powerful 6.0 magnitude earthquake rocked eastern Turkey.
Oh.
Buildings and streets shook violently, with chunks of bricks and stones cascading down in some areas. The emergency response agency received dozens of calls for help from citizens.
Oh.
3 buildings were wrecked by the earthquake, and almost 190 people were injured and treated in local hospitals.
Oh.
Thankfully, no fatalities have been reported from the earthquake.
Wow. Thank the Lord on that one.
On the evening of June 16th, 2014,
I don't know about you, but when there's a tornado, I like watching it. I don't know about you.
an unforgettable natural phenomenon occurred outside the town of Pilger, Nebraska.
Whoa!
footage,
Oh, sisters!
recorded by a GoPro mounted on a truck, gives us a raw, up-close view of the storm's sheer power.
Mile-wide tornado, and then we have these
That's like what, an F4?
Two
Two?
incredibly monstrous tornadoes showed up together, tearing
Oh.
through everything in their path in a split second.
rotating around each other.
I've
Again,
never
we are
seen
west of
that.
the storm, so please, if you know you think this is a safe job, it's really not. You got to be you know, in a safe place out ahead.
With winds reaching up to 217 miles per hour, the tornadoes threw the residents' lives into chaos.
It's gotta be like an F4, F5. Sucker's massive.
The National Police quickly sprang into action to help the victims and clear the debris left behind by these two evils. If you're living near Kilauea Volcano in southern Hawaii, you're constantly surrounded by looming risks waiting to unfold.
Ay, ay, ay.
And this is one of them.
Holy moly. I've never seen it look
Local
like that.
authorities swiftly evacuated nearly 1,800 residents from Big Island's danger zone. A number of residents in the impacted area chose to leave their own homes as toxic sulfur dioxide gases leaked from the volcano's vents. Lava from the volcano engulfed over 30 homes, leaving many
Holy.
families at risk of never being able to return to their neighborhoods.
Wow.
Fortunately, there were no reported casualties from the incident.
Thank the Lord.
The spectacular volcanic eruption came after hundreds of earthquakes, ranging from 2 to 5 on the Richter scale, had been shaking the region in recent days. Climate change is getting more complicated, with extreme weather events happening more frequently than ever before. One striking example of this
Whoa.
was the flash flood that hit Spain on October 29th.
That water is going fast.
Within 8 hours, Spain was hit with a year's worth of rain, causing devastating floods and mudslides across the eastern and southern parts of the country.
How do you explain that to your
swept
insurance
vehicles
company?
away in its raging flow, bringing roads and railways to a halt. Rescue teams were swiftly mobilized to evacuate and aid those caught in the disaster.
Louise.
Many people found themselves trapped in unreachable spots, forced to climb trees or find higher ground to avoid being carried away by floodwaters. Local authorities urged residents to exercise extreme caution and avoid any unnecessary travel. The cause was traced back to a cold air mass moving across the warm waters of the Mediterranean Sea. This caused atmospheric turbulence, triggering the formation of thick, dense clouds that hung around for hours,
Just think about being these people up here in the buildings and watching this below.
unleashing intense rainfall.
What the crap?
The tranquility of Oklahoma City was shattered by an unexpected visit from Mother Nature herself.
This is another scare of mine. We've seen some, like I've seen some hail about this size, and luckily my car was in the garage. But my fiance's old car, the windows, the roof, the hood, all gone. Like it was smashed. We had the car was completely totaled because of it. Holy moly, look at those sizes. I'm surprised it's not ripping through the trampoline.
On September 24th, a
No, I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of awesome to put a GoPro in that pool and see what it looks like.
fierce storm unleashed a powerful hailstorm on the city, leaving everyone stunned
moly.
by its sheer force. A non-stop downpour of golf ball-sized hailstones forcefully
That's not a golf ball, that's a softball.
crashed down. And it grew even more ferocious as fierce gusts of wind and crackling thunderstorms fueled its fury. There's no need to say more about the tremendous impact of this hailstorm.
If you have a skylight, that skylight's gone.
The easiest way to see
yes.
its impact is by
That's exactly what my wife's or my fiance's look like.
looking at the cars and the cityscape once the hailstorm had passed.
Holy moly.
Luckily, no one got hurt. Financial toll it took on the area was considerable enough to raise serious concerns.
Everyone is safe. You gotta put that on YouTube. Everyone
The
is
mighty
safe.
Cheongtang River, renowned for some of the world's most massive tidal waves, will leave you in awe of its magnificent power. Qiangtang River Delta, where the river meets the sea, is home to the most vicious waves,
That's
often
a
called
river?
sea monsters, with wild force. According to recorded data, the massive waves there can hit speeds of 43 kilometers per hour and tower up to 33 feet.
Ho-ho.
Gigantic waves racing across the river form a mesmerizing sight, attracting visitors eager to witness the world's majestic natural wonder.
That water doesn't look like
Hey, don't
clean.
ignore the danger warnings. Standing too close to the riverbank is risky, because you could end up facing something like this.
all those Vespas down there. They're gone.
The historic Yagi storm, with its destructive force, made landfall in Vietnam, leaving severe damage in its wake. It seemed as though Mother Nature's rage had calmed down a bit. But who could have known that this was just the start of a chain of events that would strike humanity? Without any warning signs, a cascade of rocks and debris suddenly came crashing down from the hillside, sweeping everything along the way. The several-day relentless downpour
Holy
wasn't
moly.
the only factor weakening the geological foundation. It's a wake-up call for Mother Nature, telling us we need to change our ways and protect the environment before it's too late.
Ever watch The Happening?
While residents of Gansu Province, China, were deep in sleep, a sudden 6.2 magnitude earthquake struck without warning. The event hit on December 18th, with the epicenter 10 kilometers deep.
Jeez.
According to the reports, the earthquake left a trail of devastation and loss. Homes and roads were torn apart. Power lines and communication systems were shut off. Search and rescue efforts were rapidly kicked off in Gansu and neighboring provinces affected by the earthquake. The railway agency decided to halt passenger and freight trains through the quake zone, ordering
Good
safety
idea.
checks on the tracks. California, a place famous for its gorgeous beaches and iconic tourist cities.
Fortunately, don't look like
And
that right now.
even the ferocious wildfires.
The heat that's got to be coming from there.
On September 11th, the state of California declared a state of emergency due to 3 rapidly spreading wildfires in the vicinity of Los Angeles.
Yeah, we're good, buddy. We're good, buddy.
That's like literally driving through hell.
Bridge fire was the biggest of the 3 wildfires raging out of
Holy
control,
moly.
growing 10 times in size within just 24 hours. Authorities issued a widespread evacuation order as the fire spread through the Mountain High ski resort and nearby houses. Thankfully, no serious injuries or deaths have been reported.
Good.
Over 5,700 responders, dozens of aircraft, and more than
I'm honestly surprised that these tires haven't melted.
500 fire trucks were deployed to tackle the 3 fires. The 3 fires, bridge fire, line fire, and airport fire, across 3 different areas, burned over 44,510 acres of forest in total. As reported, the severe
Wow.
wildfires broke out amid a prolonged heat wave, bringing extreme heat and dry conditions to the area. North Central High in Carolina has always been a symbol of pride for its students. No one could have imagined that on January 11th, their beloved school would be struck by nature's wrath. At around
And then somebody comes in there and be like, "Where's my coffee cup?"
10:30 p.m. on Saturday, an EF2 tornado hit North Central High School,
That was an
with
EF2.
winds blasting up to 130 miles per hour. CCTV footage captured every moment as the tornado struck.
An F2 did that?
Everything, from the desks and windows in the offices to the roof and posters in the hallway,
Well, there
was
goes the
blown
poster.
away. Even the security cameras nearly fell off their mounts. Though it only lasted
Wow.
35 to 45 seconds, the tornado's power was not to be underestimated.
No school.
About 75% of the infrastructure was too severely impacted to be restored to its original state.
And you get to school on Monday, you're like, teacher, I had my homework done. It was in my locker, but the tornado took it. And the teacher's like, stop. I don't want to hear any excuses. But no, the tornado took. Nope. No excuses.
Thankfully, the incident happened on a Saturday evening,
Oh.
when all the teachers and students had already made it home safely. A sudden tornado paid a visit to Nash County, North Carolina.
That's like a
It took away quite a bit of people's property without permission.
F1 or E, what do they call it? E1 or F1? I think it's F5 or F1. I've heard it both ways.
This group's expedition to Phuket Island, Thailand, became an adventure they would never forget.
Oh, I'd probably be using my extra pair of pants 4
We
times.
truly must admire the experience and mastery of these captains, who guided the ship through the storm's fierce waves. The Thai Meteorological Department warned that day of heavy rain and strong winds in the Andaman Sea and Upper Gulf of Thailand. It was reported that the waves in the Gulf of Thailand could reach up to 10 feet or even higher in storm-affected areas. Fortunately, all 3 ships docked safely with no reports of major incidents.
Look at all those
The
cars.
Hatnoparat Taramuko PP National Park also issued a warning for vessels to stay alert and prepare for the harsh weather at sea.
I'll stay at the lakes. Nope. I have no desire to go to the
Winter's
ocean.
stillness on Lake Erie, Canada, was disrupted by huge ice tsunamis surging onto the shore.
Holy moly.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wow. Get ready to back up. Steve, watch out, watch out.
Witnesses there described massive ice blocks being hurled onto the shore by the waves, piling up into huge mounds just feet away from them.
Holy
This
moly.
phenomenon, known as ice shove, happens when strong winds push ice blocks across the water, breaking them apart and stacking them into a mesmerizing scene. This natural phenomenon occurs worldwide and is also known as ice tsunamis.
What's worse than a tsunami? Ice tsunami.
The entire flight schedule had to be delayed due to bad weather at Nansha Airport, China.
What is all that? Like foam?
Wind speeds exceeding 30 meters per second tore apart a section of the departure hall roof.
Good thing that's sheet metal.
Passengers were deeply shocked by the incident. It's no wonder we're told to stay indoors whenever a storm rolls in. The event on the evening of October 7th in Cancun, Mexico will show you exactly why. A bolt of lightning suddenly struck a skyscraper across the street, followed by a deafening explosion. The
Wonder what
cause
it
was
sounds
thought
like
to be
in
the
there.
aftermath of Superstorm Milton, with heavy rain and lightning bolts leading to this unexpected strike. Warming ocean temperatures act as fuel, supercharging storms, causing them to intensify rapidly and form erratically. A demonstration of this is Typhoon Krathon, which struck Kaohsiung, Taiwan on October 2nd. Rather than hitting Taiwan's eastern coastline, as expected, Krathon took an unusual turn and hit the west. Some areas saw heavier rain than Typhoon Gami in July, causing floods and gridlock. With winds reaching 173 kilometers per hour, Krathon uprooted over 2,000 trees and damaged numerous homes. The super typhoon forced most schools and offices to close for 3 days. To ensure safety, all domestic and international flights were canceled. Nearly 10,000 people were evacuated from vulnerable areas to minimize risk. Rescue crews rushed to clear fallen trees, repair the damage, and bring back peace to the community. Oh my God!
Hoi!
This is simply incredible! Perfectly executed storm chase. This is one of the best videos I have ever seen.
I mean, it does look pretty good, but that shed is gone. That looks like the movie Twisters. Look at the light posts, the electrical posts.
Tourists visiting the
Woo!
Mercurial Glacier in Vatnajökull National Park, Iceland, were caught off guard by an astonishing situation,
Holy
as
moly.
they were lost in the majestic beauty of the scenery. The massive ice wall shattered and collapsed into the river, sending huge waves crashing to the shore. Stephen Mantler, the tour guide at that time, said they heard cracking sounds echoing from the ice block.
Run!
With his sharp experience, he quickly urged the tourists to rush to higher ground for their safety. He also added that ice chunks breaking off and plunging into the glacier river is a frequent occurrence during this season. However, it was very rare for an iceberg to be this large, fall near the shore, and cause such fierce waves. At this time of year, the seawater here is extremely cold, usually hovering below 10 degrees Celsius. Luckily, no one was hurt in the wake of the event. The invisible fear of the people on Tagalongdong Island, Indonesia, became reality when the monster Ruang suddenly awoke.
It's not cold, it's hot. What the?
The eruption at Mount Ruang sent a massive plume of ash soaring over 65,000 feet into the sky.
Holy
Lightning
moly.
flashes lit up the volcano's crater as molten lava shot into the sky, falling like fiery rain across the island. As stated by local authorities, at least 498 homes and 3 public buildings were left in ruins. Over 12,000 people from Tagalongdong Island and nearby areas have been evacuated to safe spots. This was the second eruption since the one 2 weeks ago, leading to the closure of Manados Airport. Authorities have raised the alert level to the highest on the scale. They've also warned about the dangers of lava flows and hot ash clouds, with the possibility of a tsunami triggered by volcanic debris falling into the ocean. Like a giant monster, a tremendous sandstorm rolled in, gradually swallowing the city of Churu in northern India on April 7th. A thick wall of dust and sand, towering dozens of meters high, cloaked the city in darkness for an hour. According to the India Meteorological Department, the sandstorm came from the nearby Thar Desert,
That's
not
gotta
far
hurt.
from the city. This was the most powerful sandstorm to hit Churu in the past 20 years. Many homes and crops were affected. Power was lost, and several flights were delayed in some areas. Thankfully, no one got hurt. Dust storms are a common natural occurrence in arid and semi-arid regions. They typically form in desert landscapes or dry, barren land covered in dust and sand. Fierce storms can bring winds of 150 to 200 kilometers per hour,
Dang.
lifting dust and sand thousands of feet into the sky.
I'm glad I live where I'm at. Oh! You ain't going that way.
Never underestimate the water's power. What happened on January 18th in Governor Generoso Davao Oriental, Philippines, was a powerful reminder of that truth.
There goes the bridge.
What appeared to be an unshakable bridge suddenly split apart, leaving onlookers frozen in shock. Even it couldn't stand up to nature's overwhelming force. The cause was determined to be days of relentless heavy rain, resulting in devastating floods and landslides. The Civil Defense Office said at least 187,000 people were evacuated for safety. They also warned residents to brace themselves for worse flooding ahead. Maybe the Dust Devil just wanted to join the kids
Oh
when
my
it swept through
goodness.
their school on January 4th in Roi Et, Thailand.
That's just a little.
During lunch break, the kids accidentally encountered a 200-foot-high dust devil, swirling right outside their class. Worrying about the dust devil's danger, teacher Paitun JD quickly stopped them from getting any closer. The twister lasted just 2 minutes before vanishing into thin air. Like tornadoes, dust devils are vertically spinning columns of air, but they're not as powerful and don't cause much damage. They form when hot air near the ground rapidly rises through the cooler air above, forming a column of swirling wind. In the right conditions, this column of air can twist and lift dust from the ground into the thin air above.
I'm learning so much
Beneath
right now.
the
And
breathtaking
I'm scared.
beauty of Jammu and Kashmir's iconic mountains, an unpredictable threat looms large.
Pretty though.
As if a warning from nature itself, a crowd gathered, witnessing a part of the mountain violently come crashing down.
Oh, there it goes, right there. The line.
Right after, cranes were in position, ready to spring into action. The clearing of thousands of trees from the mountain slopes for road construction projects weakened the ground, setting the stage for a devastating landslide. Thankfully, there were no tragic casualties, but the aftermath took a serious toll on the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
Oi.
As cars cruised down the Bruce Highway in Queensland, Australia, they were suddenly bombarded with thousands of rocks raining down from above.
Those look like marble and golf size.
Mick Taplin's cherished Lexus wasn't spared from the chaos either.
Oh!
On his way to visit his mom at the Royal Brisbane Hospital, Mick was unexpectedly caught in an epic hailstorm.
Yeah, that'll do it.
The storm's icy balls slammed into his car, leaving the windshield cracked. Thankfully, no one got hurt.
I didn't think the moonroof got hit.
The hailstorm wreaked havoc, leaving hundreds of cars on the Bruce Highway battered and damaged. What a bad day for the owners of those unlucky cars.
Holy moly.
A
Oh!
driver witnessed the Getty fire firsthand while commuting to work in Los Angeles, California.
Just on your way to work. Oh!
While tourists at Black's Beach, California, USA, were soaking in their vacation, they were treated to an awe-inspiring sight.
Oh my god.
Giant boulders plummeted from the cliff, about 300 to 350 feet high, unleashing a thunderous roar that echoed through the air. The front section of the cliff cracked open and was shoved forward, causing the sand to rise up to 12 to 15 feet.
Oh.
It was estimated that around 150,000 cubic yards of rock collapsed as a result of the recent relentless downpours. This was considered the biggest rock slide in 40 years, splitting the beach right down the middle. Thankfully, those at the beach at that time were all safe.
Holy moly. So, with that being said, guys, if you guys could comment down below your natural disaster that you've ever been through or you've witnessed, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for my reactions. And we will see you guys in the next one. So please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.